Hey guys, how's it going? It's Mel. Happy March. Glad to see you guys, my fellow Aquarius. How was everybody's birthday season? I know mine has been, it was quite the show. Now we're just going to do a general reading for March 2018. And I've already sort of centered in with my cards and everything, so I'm just going to ask that we get the messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for March 2018. It's always kind of weird doing Aquarius videos because I am an Aquarius, so it's like, kind of like this don't make it about you thing, like, because it always applies. It's kind of to be expected, but also a little bit weird. I don't know another word. Okay, so Spirit, please give me whatever messages you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for this season of March 2018. And I'm also going to do a little bit longer spread this time. And this happened in the Pisces video. I kept flipping cards over onto the floor. But yeah, I kind of like doing larger spreads. A 9-card spread to me is sort of like, I know that you can like turn out the whole card deck if you want to, you know, sort of unveil a story, but for me 9 is like a little bit of a lot because you're having to actually synthesize the energies that are kind of popping up. And I was trying to keep these videos short, but just even in my own consumerism, I feel like I always appreciate a little bit longer of a message. So, okay, Spirit has a lot to say today. Because you can get into it, and they're general, so it's like I want to sort of hit on the whole of these scenarios. I don't want to just be like pulling out 3 cards and hoping that it hits home. Everybody's gonna get a message from these, or at least I hope. All right, I got 6 now. Spirit, any last points to be made, energies that need to be made present for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month March 2018, just in general. Thank you. And we always get our own card. Okay, so should I show you guys the deck? Am I being a rebel right now? I'm being like a little rebellious. I just don't want you to see the mess that is everything else. So sorry. I'll show you the cards as I read them. You guys have the 2 of Earth, or we have the 2 of Earth, the World, the 8 of Fire, the 10 of Fire, the 2 of Air, the 9 of Air, the 3 of Fire, Ace of Water, and the Star. Okay, so let's start in the middle. The 2 of Earth. I always sort of interpret this card as, okay, Earth is always sort of referring to the tangible things in life, the things that we can hold, the things that we can grow, the things that we can manifest, resources being made available and at your, you know, disposal, abundance, those types of things that you can call in, bring in, and hold on to, right? And so it talks about our money, it talks about our finances, our resources, like I said, our sense of security. And so when you have the 2 of Earth, it's sort of like you're juggling two modes of something physical. So whether it's having 2 streams of income that you're trying to juggle, or even this could speak about work-life balance, having to sort of divvy out your energy and spreading yourself a little thin. The card says too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. So it could be a very, very serious matter that's like stressing you out and you're trying to like juggle 2 entities that have something to do with how secure you feel within yourself, so how secure you feel in the world too. And it might be sort of tough for you to, you know, make the decision to cut one off in lieu of the other to sort of make it easier on yourself. It's sort of like 2 things that you feel like obligated to. And just trying to find the balance in that. I mean, it doesn't have to be a really, really heavy topic, and that's why they say consider the playful approach, because everything starts in your mind. So if you're creating an anxiety around something like that, because I know making your money sometimes can be a high source of stress because everybody's field isn't as concrete. you know, as some other people's, or maybe you're trying to start a new business while you have an old business going, or trying to go to work and school. Like, two things that are really, really staples in your world are calling your attention. Excuse me. Sorry. And it can seem overwhelming, but just try to decompress from that. Do something joyful. I wouldn't say splurge and spend a lot of money, because that might sort of make you feel more panicked. But you're finding the balance. You're finding the footing. That's a good card. And the Ace of Water is supporting this. So it's saying that, you know, this, whatever it is that you're juggling, I feel like you are emotionally tied to this thing, these things, these entities. It's like you literally, it's an emotional decision to decide to juggle both of them, as opposed to let one go for the other. It says falling of love or a resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, enhanced intuition, a new home. So I feel like maybe we need to get a little bit comfortable being uncomfortable. It feels like that type of season to me, with the Ace of Cups or Ace of Water sort of supporting this card. It's like, follow your intuition, follow your instincts. Really, I tweeted earlier, get in touch with your star player. You are your star player. Talk to your higher self. Figure out how do I want to say, navigate this energy. Figure out how to navigate this energy, and you have it in you. I feel like if you just follow your emotional nudges. I know, like, for me, this gonna sound crazy. Maybe not to my other Aquarians, but you know how they say, you know, like basically talking to yourself, okay? So I do that. I coach myself through the day. When I'm working out, I'm like, keep going. You know, you got teamwork. You know, I talk to myself how I would want somebody else to talk to me, as far as being my own support when I'm juggling things, when I'm doing, you know, my day job and trying to juggle all of my businesses and stuff like that. Like, I really have to remind myself why I am here. You know, when I get stressed out, I remind myself how great of a position I'm in to be able to have all of these opportunities for advancement being made available to me. And I try to, like I said, stay in touch with that star player, really, really egg myself on to make sure that my emotions are always in the right place, so that I'm not overreacting at something that I maybe shouldn't, or I don't know, like just spazzing out because of this juggling aspect that's being made. You don't want to do that. You want to, like they say, take the playful approach, be easy on yourself. You know, I tweeted something else that said, be as gentle with yourself as you need to be, but don't expect the world to do it for you. And that Two of Earth card is really, really giving me the energy of, like, I always think whenever I see Earth cards, the energy of like commerce, getting out into the marketplace and really like having to talk to people and having to just be active. And what was I saying? I totally just lost my train of thought. Too much going on at once. Yes, Aquarius, I can attest to that. Too much going on at once. Learning how to be a multitasker and really believing in yourself when it comes to that. On top of these cards, you have events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. The Eight of Fire. So yes, there is a very sort of urgent energy to everything that's going on. Like I said, that marketplace energy, the energy of like communications moving very fast, things moving very fast, things needing to be moved from point A to point B, a very physical work that's having to be made, physical time and commitment that is being made to a task, and it's all just coming all very quickly. It's like everything you ordered right on your plate at once. Go ahead and eat up. And it's abundance. It really is. It's an abundant energy. Where do I want to go next? Where's my eye drawing me? Okay, so there's this Ten of Fire. All right, let's go ahead and talk about that. Right next to the Eight of Fire. Ten of Fire is like the Ten of Wands. It talks about basically having a lot on your plate and not necessarily being careful what you ask for. Like I just said, things are coming in quickly. And so it might seem like a little bit of a heavy load. It might seem like a little bit of a burden. I'm sorry if the glare is too much. These cards are really pretty. I want y'all to see. But yeah, so it's about, it says too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. So that's exactly what I was just trying to tell you guys. Like, don't spaz out. Don't get crazy because everything that you ask for is coming at once. And right across from both of these cards is the World. And so, yes, a new world is being opened up to us. It's being made available to us. And it's something that I feel we really have to prepare ourselves for and engage ourselves, because you got to have your foundation set with some stuff like this. And that's where I feel like Spirit is saying, with this Ace of Water sort of being at the root of your reading, it's going to have to be an emotional security. Like, we don't have time to be insecure going into all of these endeavors, going into all of these new spaces. The world kind of represents a new space for me. And not having the confidence to actually exist in this realm is what I'm hearing. Like, you have to make a way out of no way, and that's not something that is, it's glorified after you've done it, but in the moment it can feel like dipping your toes into cold water. You know, it's when I see the world card, it makes me feel about, like I said, entering into a new portal, a new realm, sort of things coming full circle and going forward through what it is that you've learned. It's sort of like a graduation. I'm sorry, I'm getting over a cold. Sorry. Whew. But yeah, like a graduation. It says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. And enlightenment, we all know, is kind of like bringing you to a certain sense of knowing. So it's like you've learned whatever it is that you needed to learn back there, letting go of the things that are no longer serving you, letting go of the things that are like just holding you on to the stuck paradigm, right? And shaking free from that. But the point of freedom where it's like, okay, wait, so really there's nothing holding me back? So, like, seriously, I can do this thing that I said I wanted to do. It's time. Like, that's how it feels. Oh, I read the card. Yeah, so, but with there's a balance that needs to be made. These two cards are sitting like this across from each other. There's going to be the workload, and then there's going to be the newness and the awe and the I don't want to say shock. Shock is not the right word, but the awe of, like, actually having created this space for yourself. But it will not be easy. I'm not saying that. And I think part of this is going to have to be the time management. I feel like that's really why Spirit put this Two of Earth right in the center, because it's more so talking about, like I said, managing things, anything on the side of practicality. So that's time management, that's making lists, that's creating a schedule for yourself, time management, that's delegating tasks, that's just making sure that the legwork is there to be like done, to get done, and that there's somebody there to do each job. And so if it's you that's having to make this balance, it's like there's gonna be a lot that comes with it. But just have that belief, because I'm telling you, it's all going to equal out to this sort of dream manifested. There's the Two of Air here. So it talks about sort of wanting to be hesitant about the world because it's supporting this World card. Excuse me. I just said excuse me to my cards. Excuse me, cards. There's nothing wrong with that. Whatever. So, yeah, this card is supporting the World card. So I feel like a lot of us may be feeling a little apprehensive about moving forward. I don't know if maybe that's a sense of fear of going to the next level, not knowing what that really, really looks like, not understanding, because this is a mental card. Whenever you have air, or in my other deck, it's swords. In the traditional deck, it's swords. But that talks about your mindset. So there's this mental energy of stagnance and not wanting to move past a certain issue. And even being in denial that you're even holding on to an issue. So that's why I feel like it might manifest as fear, excuse me. Because it's like not wanting to resolve something because you don't want to see what's on the other side. You rather just stick with the reality that you are accustomed to, the reality that you already know, and just act like there is no problem. Act like there's nothing to be addressed, but deep down inside you're like holding that grudge. So, of course, my advice would be, if you want to graduate and open up that portal, you're going to have to let go of that. And I feel like both of these actually relate directly to this Two of Earth, this balance. It's like, are you accepting of the fact that you're going to need to incorporate some sort of balance? You might not have anybody to help you out right now. It might not be a situation that concerns as many other people as maybe you thought, or I don't even want to say it like that, but a lot of the brunt work is going to be yours because that's what you asked for. That's what you signed up for. So, yeah. And there may be a relationship that comes into play because of this Ace of Water. It could be a reunion between you and someone else who holds the same sentiments as you. So I'm not saying that it's going to be all on you, but you will have responsibilities. You will have decisions that need to be made, and indecisiveness at this point, I feel like, is not going to get you where you need to be. It's like the difference between the two of air and the two of earth is that this energy is very indecisive and unmoving. And you would think it would be the earth energy because earth is like solid, right? But the earth energy is actually willing to work with the energies in order to try to make enough for everyone. To try to, or not make enough for everyone, but make enough for every endeavor. So it's going to encourage you to be the balance, to be the rock, to be the stability. This one is sort of like in avoidance of the fact that somebody has to take that responsibility to be decisive. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I need my cough drops. They're downstairs. And then you have the Nine of Air sitting right across from them. So it says, yeah, I feel like this Two of Earth energy is being suffocated by doubt. If there's any doubtfulness in your mind that you're able to carry the Ten of Fire, that you're able to do it, please do not doubt, because you are the one. Like, I don't have another way to read this. This card is at the very base, so inherently you know you have the belief, and it's right next to the Ace of Water. You have the emotional, passionate belief that the system that you have for yourself is gonna work out, whatever it is, because it's like Two of Earth is giving me Virgo energy. Virgo is talking about systems, efficiency, how to get things done, that earthy, practical, okay, let's prioritize and make sure that the things that we're actually spending our time juggling are going to be worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's let me see. I was saying the Star card, you're the one that's going to come through and trailblaze with this new idea that's going to take you a lot of effort and a lot of work and a lot of intention and a lot of energy, right? But it's all yours. It's for you. That's why you're here. So having these doubts, feeling like you're trapped into this story or making yourself the victim. I know, let's have a pause. This Pisces new moon is coming up. So for any, let me see. Let's see. Yeah, the Pisces new moon is getting ready to come up. So if you're an Aquarius rising, I feel like there might really be some energy directed towards your second house, because the second house is 9 times out of 10 ruled by Pisces if your first house is in Aquarius. So you guys might be feeling some insecurity towards your money, towards your finances, and that's where I feel like just taking it easy and just coasting along and waiting until this Virgo full moon, I believe, that we're gonna have. You can set some really, really powerful intentions at that point to try to not feel so attacked. I mean, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but the moon being in the second house is about finances and security, all these things that I'm talking about, right? And the moon is about how you feel about it, your emotions. So with the new moon, actually, you probably want to set some intentions about opening yourself up, making yourself more available, making yourself more ready to like clock in and show up for yourself. Not saying that you don't, but yeah, ready to make reality out of your finances, ready to take these ideas that you probably may have surrounding ways to make money and how to juggle them and really getting practical about it. And I mean, even the Aquarius suns, I feel like now is a good time for everybody to just talk about, let's see, grounding and just not feeling like making up stories around your situation or making it making whatever it is that you have to work with out to be like the worst case scenario. Because with the 9 of Air, I'm really getting this sensation that Pisces energy is very dissolving. Pisces energy is very how do I put it, fantasy, illusionary, not really something you can hold on to. And it's about victimhood. I mean, not all in all the sign of Pisces, but Pisces new moon can kind of lean towards that air of being, how do I put it, making up stories around your situation. I mean, I don't know another way to say it. And the 9 of Air is literally talking about that. It says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So like stressing out about something that where you could just easily change the narrative in your own mind. And it's going to take a little bit of time to really geek yourself up maybe this month. I know for me, I feel extra inspired to get certain things done, but I'm sort of in the know about what energies not to dwell off into. And I could see how if I didn't do the research that I do like on a consistent basis, I could get lost in the sauce and have been in a very different predicament at this very moment. It's like March 16th at this point. I'm late with the videos, but whatever. And I've been in this energy and I sort of can see how I've had to really, like I said, stay in touch with my star player and keep myself amped up and ready for whatever it is that's coming my way with whatever business it is or whatever my day job throws at me. I'm about to get like another one of those. So it's kind of everything is happening right now. Everything that I wanted to happen is happening. And I'm having to be grateful for what it is that I have to juggle. Because at one point there was nothing. At one point there was just a dream. So let me see. And then there's a 3 of fire down here. So yeah, things are happening. There's a forward motion here. There's a lot of fire going on here. There's gonna be some shit happening for you, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. I really hope you are too. Like, if you're not feeling the fire, feeling the passionate energy to really want to go out there and just kill whatever it is that you have left to do, I want you to find that energy. Find that energy. Get inspired. Watch the documentary. Watch whatever. Like, feel like they say, when you love what you do for work, you never have to work a day again in your life. Find that thing, because that's what's going to give you the sensation of being proud of yourself for balancing this energy and not being overwhelmed by it, because there's a lot of mental anxiety sort of waiting to be claimed, I guess you could say. I don't want to put that on anybody, but you know, it's there for you if you want to indulge, and I would say don't. 9 of air and the 2 of air are both very detached energies, and I feel like right now, and people always say, oh, Aquarius is the most detached sign. Not really. We just don't like to show people how we feel, and I wouldn't call that detached. I would call that being more objective and protective of oneself, because who wants to be controlled by their emotions and embarrassed by them and then have to come back and face people after you do something dumb as hell? That's not Aquarius style. Never has been, never will be. But what we will do is create an anxiety around something and not talk about it and not let it off and be like, the world is ending, but I'm totally fine, like, just out here living my life. Nobody would be able to tell. Don't get sucked in. The world is at your fingertips at this point. It's definitely time to begin making that passion a reality and letting it set sail. Let it go. You got this. Like the 3 of fire, the Ace of Cups, and the Star right here is telling me that there's some sort of unique special, my hands look like granny hands, sorry y'all. There's some sort of unique and special asset that you have, some talent, some knowledge, something that has to do with just being in the know, being made aware. You understand what I'm saying? That's the Aquarius energy, this star card. It says, happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Aquarius is, in fact, a sort of, it's a contemplative energy. It's a slower moving energy, but it moves quick once it gets its step. Once we figure something out, we can make leaps and bounds in seconds. But we do our due diligence with our research, and we're well learned. So it's something that is like unique to you. You know, when it's your time to go, you know exactly what to do. You know exactly how to handle it. You're an expert at whatever it is that your mojo is. And you need to develop, or will develop, or somebody might help you develop this just love. I'm just feeling confidence, love, a sense of gratefulness, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of like actually having achieved or accomplished or just made some sort of accomplishment. Yeah, there's an emotional accomplishment that's going to be made with you, and I feel like it's directly concerning your purpose. And then there's this 3 of fire, which is talking about, okay, so you've been confirmed. This to me is like a confirmation. You've been confirmed, right? So now get ready, because things are getting ready to happen. Get ready, because you're gonna have to put things in motion. I always say this is my card of branding and marketing. I'm like a real business nerd, so this is like the card where you get your stamp. You putting your stamp on things, you're sending it out into the world, and you're like waiting for the response back, waiting for that commerce to come in, waiting, or not the commerce, but the products to come in, you know, waiting to ship your stuff off to the fair and see what reaction you get. Like it says abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time, make long-term plans. So it's also about the investment. I feel like this is the investment within your purpose, the investment to put time and energy and money and resources and thought and intellectual property into your brand, into yourself, your stamp on the world, what you're here to do. And that can be overwhelming. I definitely feel it with the Ten of Fire coming up. The Ten of Fire always talks about just a sense of being overwhelmed. Learning how to accept help from people, that's something that is hard for us because we are not sharers. We're not like, only if you're like the most loyal person that we can think of will we include you in some stuff, because I mean, we are team players, don't get it wrong. Aquarius are team players, but we like to have our own thing going at the same time, or like have a, like I said, an area of expertise, right? A stamp. So when we're not doing well or we need help, we don't even like to be able to be in a position of vulnerability to have to tell someone that in order to ask for help. And then also when you ask people for help and they don't do it the way you would want it done, we're very much like Virgos in that way. We don't got time for that, you know, but you have to at some point come to grips and mature and come to the point where you realize that nobody does anything on their own. Like self-made, okay, yeah, whatever you say. You had help at some point, and that's okay, because that's how we win. That's how you pay your karmic debt, helping other people. You know, you never want to be the smartest person in the room, but also don't forget to turn around and help people who aren't on your level yet. Like, there has to be a give and take. It says life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. I think I read that before, but that's where those mental cards are coming in, and I do not want us to get caught up. Let's be vigilant in our progression, right? Let's make it our duty to achieve, because I feel like that's really Aquarius energy, I swear. All right, let's get into love, because we're already 26 minutes in. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What messages do you have concerning love for Aquarius? However many cards you see fit, Spirit, I'm willing to read them. What messages do you have for Aquarius concerning love? Okay, so I have to like straighten my decks up perfectly. I feel like Monk. Y'all remember that show? All right, so it says we have retreat. Stay optimistic about your love life. Give your relationship a chance. Okay, so let me just, I always have to look at these cards because they're like so straightforward. Let me just see. I feel that right now, it just seems like the focus, even of this general spread, is mostly put on ourselves, because we have this star card, you know, we got the world card. These are cards that symbolize to me life processes that one goes through alone, right? So, but there's also this Ace of Water that talks about falling in love or the resurgence of relationship, and I feel like there's this theme of worthiness. Even, yeah, I really feel like there's this theme of worthiness that's going on. It's like, reassess everything. Reassess the entirety, not just my love life or my work life or whatever. Like, reassess everything. I feel like Spirit is asking Aquarius to take a step back and really focus on achieving the goals, because things are moving fast right now, and I don't want to say do or die, but it feels very urgent, whatever is going on. Like, there's no time to be distracted, there's no time to be stressed out, worried, tripping. Like, I think Spirit wants us to get into our happy place and retreat and really make an effort to, you know, they're going off into the woods to find solace, to go. And I mean, marriage is about unification. So, okay, let's touch on this for a second. Whenever I talk about love, I always make it a point to go back into the person, you, me, whoever it is I'm talking to, you know, and really recognize the relationship that you have with yourself, because any relationship outside of that will only match the quality that you have, you know, of relationship that you have with yourself. I hope that made sense. I'm like not talking right today, but whatever. So you have to have a really good quality relationship with yourself is what I'm saying, in order to be worth anything to somebody else in real life, like in real time. So I feel like that retreat energy, whether it's you alone or you in a relationship, is what I'm saying. I feel like it's time to sort of get back to the drawing board and really strategize about how to start really putting your energy towards creating abundance, creating a security, whatever the earth thing is for you right now that you know you're dealing with. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And this is what I mean. Enjoy what you're doing. Because if you go into situations and you're, going through life and going through the changes and the upgrades and everything that's about to happen to you, if you're worried about everything that's going to be around each corner, it kind of makes for a very jumpy sensation and environment, and especially in March, because we have this full moon in Pisces, new moon in Pisces on the 17th, and the full moon in Virgo. Check the date on that. That's like mutable energy. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is a slippery slope. Neptune is a slippery energy that just makes things feel like whatever you project them to be. And that's what I'm saying. Stay on the positive side of things. If you're gonna create the story in your head, or if you're gonna create the vibe for yourself, create a vibe of being able to handle whatever comes at you, being able to eat that shit. Like, and then when that full moon in Virgo comes around, you really don't want to feel too dicey. That energy can get very, very worrisome because it's just so jittery. Everything's happening, and people are doing things, and Mercury retrograde is happening. Like, I think we're in the shadow. I'm not sure if it's completely retrograde as of right now. Where is it? It doesn't say on the chart reader that I have right here, but yeah, like things are getting ready to be a little bit, I don't want to say hard to navigate, but you can get lost in the energy. So find peace. Find some happy space for yourself. When it's time to go to work, get ready for work. Wake up early, work out, eat your food, watch Wendy Williams, do whatever you have to do to get ready for your day. Watch The Breakfast Club, whatever you want to do. And when it's time to step out that door, be happy that you have an opportunity to go after that shit, because this is the time for that is for you. And when you do that, you make yourself more attractive to other people, because other people are seeing you in your most passionate, just go-getter state. And that is like, even within the animal kingdom, that is the sexiest shit. Like, when people see you doing what it is that you said you would do, no matter how hard it is, and making it look easy, because at this point you're making it a routine, taking all that practical energy and putting it to good use, right? And then it says, give your relationship a chance. So I feel like, you really want to stay optimistic. You really want to stay very positive about what's going on for you, in order to put the resurgence into your love life, right? I feel like you have to get into a place of oneness to really identify with yourself, to see what it is that makes you happy, what it is that you really want to revel in, what energy do you want to see more of, right? Tune in with that. Don't keep tuning in, or don't, turn around and tune into the energy that's making you worried and making you nervous and stressing you out, and like making it just hard on yourself. Don't make it hard on yourself, because it doesn't. You already got a lot on your plate. You need to be focused. That's just really how I feel. It's time to focus. Spirit, what call to action cards do you have for Aquarius for the month of March? I'm going to pull a couple more just because. Yes. Just because. One more. Spirit. Uh-oh. Okay. Spirit said two more. Two more. All right. Gotcha. And yet again, I have another card on the floor. Doesn't this just make me so happy? I'm going to start being happy every time a card falls onto the floor, because this is amazing. Okay. Yeah. Like, all right. First card we got, which I could have just left it at this, but that wasn't in the cards. What does it say? Accept the gifts of the universe. Girl, it's about to happen. I keep telling you. Accept the gifts of the universe. Accept the gifts of the universe. Accept the gifts of the universe. Some people waiting for their stuff to happen, and yours is just happening, and it's gonna feel like a lot, but accept it as a gift from the universe. You see the cards even share the fiery energy? Like, don't be tripping over getting what you asked for, because it's all gonna be in good measure, and it's all for your highest good, and it's coming, and it's for you. Retreat and take some time to clear your mind. If that's what you need to do, that's okay too. but get back up on that horse and stay there. It says laugh. I really feel this energy too, because like I said, you got to break that mental tension. Break it. Even with the people that you might be in business with, like, don't be afraid to show your true self, to really be at work enjoying yourself. Like, you don't have to make it a thing where it's like, oh, this is business, so let me just be. Nah, show people who you really are, so that when it's time to do business with you, they know it's going to be a pleasant environment. They're ready to come. They're on time. They bring in donuts and stuff because they mess with your energy. I can't wait to get into the meeting with you, you know? So really, really be your jovial self. Tap into the most pleasant energy you can access right now. Mentors and role models. I feel like it's definitely, with this new workload, there's going to be some things that you might not have expected coming your way. Like, this is exciting. I'm so excited. I'm such a dork. I'm literally excited. But yeah, talking to people who do what you do, or might be able to understand your plight, but maybe have a little more experience on them. Get into it. Even, I know for me, because Spirit tends to, like, healers and readers, whatever, Spirit tends to take you through what it is that you're going to talk about beforehand. So like, I've been taking a lot of classes. Haven't been as in contact with my mentors as I like to be, but that's something that I know I have to work on and schedule in, because that's one of the things that one of my mentors told me is start scheduling, write your day out, 15-minute increments. It's okay. Like, just get everything on paper and then knock out as much as you can. You know, like, I'm still implementing things that my mentors have taught me. But I'm trying to apply myself to being more available to them, and being more available to situations where counseling is available, such as, you know, like business conferences and, you know, just different stuff like that, taking classes, things like that. Get into the business. Get into it. Look it up on YouTube. Google it, girl. Make it happen. Locate someone that does what it is that you do and ask them to help you figure it out for yourself. And then decide. I think we talked about this indecisive energy that's sort of hanging around somewhere. Let's not divulge in that. Let's be decisive. Be very clear in your intention. That's also what I'm hearing is when you set the intentions to do certain things, be very sure of what outcome it is that you want, where you're going, because I'm telling you, things are manifesting hella quickly, and that's really what I'm feeling. Like, you're gonna have to balance a lot of shit, and it might not be comfortable for you, and maybe a relationship might just get on your nerves at this point. Like, ooh, child, shut up talking to me because I got shit to do. I have to wake up at 6 in the morning and do blah 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 blah, and I don't have time to be at work mad because you said da da da. I'm hearing that. It's like, just get away from the mad, stressful energy. Get away from all the bullshit. Really make the shit make sense. And from there, the people who are meant to be around will come around. You will know. You'll instinctively know who's for you. It's like you're having to get in touch with your star player. Figure out who's team you. And get those mentors. Get those role models that you want to be like. Be a mentor. Be a role model. Keep the wheel going. Laugh, have fun, enjoy, accept the gifts of the universe. That is so powerful. And decide what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be, how you want to show up in the world, and make that shit work for you. Okay, Aquarius? This was such a long video, but I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments, if any of this resonated with you, please leave them down below. I love to read your comments and respond to them and connect with y'all. Follow me on social media. I'm everywhere. I think I have all my social media listed in the description box. If not, everything is pretty much linked anyway. Like, y'all know how to navigate. Hit me up if you want a personal reading. I do specialize in a ton of different readings. You can find those listed and ready for purchase on nelnicole.com. You just have to go to the menu, click Shop High Vibe, and then select the one that you want and go ahead and get it taken care of. I also have a little space on there. If you want a reading other than what's listed, you can hit me up at the very bottom and just leave me a message. It comes straight to my email. I get it straight to my phone. You know, us millennials, we always have our phones, so there's that. I'll get it instantly. And what else is there? What else is there? I want to do a new moon video. Don't tell nobody, because what if it doesn't happen? But I want to do a new moon in Pisces video. So I'm going to try to do that tonight. So hopefully that comes out the same day as this. And if it is, go check it out. I'll link the video. And I'll also link my music video. If you guys are interested in my music, you can find that on nelnicole.com too. And my video will be linked in here somewhere. So go support. Make sure you subscribe, like this video, and I'll check you guys out for another one. See you later.